Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Should have changed.
welcome.
Should have changed that.
What's that?
Should have changed that. It's definitely. I like it. Got that.
Look, there's my live right there. Scheduled for 3:17 a.m.
Yeah, I don't know why it gives me like 5 hours ahead of time.
That's weird.
I'm getting some really weird.
Oh, maybe it's because maybe this thing's on like Ontario time or something.
Yeah, it might be.
Tyson Hockley, what's going on? It was so good to meet you today, buddy.
He said,
You got to send me that picture that you took of us.
I don't think he's got Timmer's number. How can you read that, man? Jeez.
Lori Dawn, Annie Sayer. You as well, Tyson. You as well. You're a great, bright young man.
Google.
Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, don't forget to hit that like, guys.
My TV's like.
And if you enjoy the streams like what we did today, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get all the notifications when I go live. If you like watching the inquiries, same thing. Share it out there so other people can watch it too. If you like it, then you know other people will like it.
Find it boring, we got to get through it.
Tyson didn't realize you were so tall. Yeah, guys, so I'm 6 foot tall and Tyson towers over me.
I'm 5'1", but I have a top hat. Actually, I'm 5 foot. I would say
Rob
5'1" plus 10 inches, but I won't say where that
Rob thought I was shorter. He's like, on camera, dude, you just look like a small little guy. And he's like, you got out of your truck, and I was like, oh, hey, how's it going up there?
Because he's got a big camera.
Yeah. Yeah. I know for the phone, that's a pretty wide picture for us.
So we got some G-Wagon.
And I'm smoking Grease Monkey. Oh, raw papers. Yes.
High Life. 7:25 Hawaiian time.
Hawaiian time. I like it. What's up? Yo, Trish, boo. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Trish.
The bots are finding you again, Coda. Yeah, they are. Oh.
What?
Yeah, they are. Trish missed out on a good bot fest today. That's okay.
First one in an hour.
What? What I just... Oh, joint. Yeah.
The TV's slow.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. First hope of that strain. I got to start my TV up again because it's half a minute behind.
Oh, it is cozy in here. We had a jerk in your live stream today. Yeah, that painter dude.
Or is that the one you had to smarten up?
Yeah. Yeah. Procky noticed and gave him the boot. He was being disrespectful towards our beautifully wonderful Lori Dawn there. Sweet, sweet Lori.
That sucks.
Told her...
Thanks for coming and taking care of that, Procky.
You know Lori, right? Yeah, you know Lori. Well, fucking this guy was telling her because she lost her job because of like not being vaxxed and stuff. And this guy's telling her, oh, why don't you go get a fucking job, and blah, 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 and putting her down. And that's when Procky said, all right, that's enough.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I worked about 10, 12 days maybe in the last 2 years.
Oh, whoever they were, they had zero intelligence of anything. They had zero intellect on how to have a debate. First of all, listen to what's being said before you start talking shit about it, right?
That's like those doctors, right? They're all down at the parliament. They're saying, oh, everybody in BC has a right to a doctor,
Yeah.
but they're not going to hire back the unvaccinated.
Andy Heinrich.
Hey, Andy.
Timber, how you doing, old man?
I'm as old as you now.
Junior, what's going on? James, welcome. Hey, BP420, Tracy, I can see your normal account now.
Andy's 6 weeks older than I am.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's kind of an inside joke. It's not very funny though. See, my TV's like half a minute behind.
Yeah, and it's blurry.
It's blurry.
It might just be the connection.
Yeah, it's coming.
Am I blurry for you guys, or am I crystal clear?
It's coming off that house next door. Pretty clear here. Dark though. It's dark there.
All right, here let's get our talk show going, guys.
Everybody hop over to John Curtis's and tell him the code is live.
Hey, Mrs. T, you want to drop John's link?
Oh yeah, I
since
mentioned him.
Since you're here.
And since I mentioned him, Feather says hi.
And how did today go? Today was great. 41 South. It was amazing, man. It was awesome, buddy. I had a great time, great day.
Sneak faster.
Dark and blurry. Oh.
Yeah. Oh no, it's dark.
Well, that's because I'm in a not so great place for service. It's good to know we all have each other's backs. Yes. It's clear as a bell, but dark. Okay. Can you hear me okay? So what'd you guys think of Chris Sky's speech today? That was something, wasn't it?
Timber lives in a cage.
I loved Chris Sky's fucking message
today,
that's
too bright.
Oh yeah, that's way too bright.
Timber's got. See how bright that is?
Mm-hmm.
Just buzzed them all. There. Better? Fuck. Excuse our language. Oh, pop you on the head.
Jalissa!
You'll get it. The ambience just right.
Hi, buppers.
I know.
I loved what Chris had to say today.
Yeah, it was good.
He made little boys sound like little boys. Because, yeah, that's what they are.
And he recognizes women with lady balls.
Yeah, he does. He's awesome, man. I love his message. I don't care what anybody says. I love his message.
Twisted Productions bought me a hoodie. Check it out, eh?
Oh, yeah. Shout out. Big shout out to Twisted Productions.
Right.
She sang "Oh Canada." She sounds incredible.
Right. So yeah, she's got a few songs on her page. She's got a lot of dance type music, anywhere from 4 minutes to an hour and a half long. Lots of Victoria freedom fighting stuff. She's got a couple tribute videos there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a single mother of 3 kids, raising them on her own, doing really well. She's a phenomenal lady. She's there every Saturday. Hasn't missed, I don't think, once this year. And often on Wednesdays down Bonnie Henry's, our head chief health officer, BIT, right? She's,
throw out Serena's link too, please. Mods.
That tastes pretty good.
You're not too bad. I don't like this one.
G-Wagon. Yeah, first one's not even over yet. He's lighting up the second one. Must be high time. Aroo, Feather says.
Hello there, Feather. You're a nice puppy.
But mean, she wanted to be Lucifer up like right now.
Reckless Polak. Yo, Richard, what's really going on? Love Christy. Still have to meet her in person. Yo, she had like.
Who's that?
Mrs. T.
Ah, cool. Yeah, she is cool. She's a neighbor of yours almost too. There's I want to say Acapulco, but acapella. She has some really nice acapella. And Dance Monkey. She did a version of Dance Monkey, both through music and without. Sounds good.
Wow, I really got a notification late. Yeah, we're 10 minutes in. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, what Lori Dawn just said there, Reckless. I hope you got to see today's live stream. Serena Freedom Bear, ladies and gentlemen, big shout out. Heard her speak today in person, and I'd have to tell you, it's way better in person than hearing it over a message or something like that. I've had a lot of people trying to tell me who she is, and I haven't really had a chance to check her out. But today, hearing her speech, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm glad I came to the island. Yeah, who else's link was I shared? Oh yeah, Twisted Production. Twisted Production and Serena Freedom Bear.
Serena Freedom Bear. I'm gonna have to look for her. I don't think I'm sub to her. Thank you. That would be fine.
Thank you, Mrs. T.
Is that Twisted or
Yeah, and actually, yeah, can we get one more link out there, or two more links out there? I want to get Vic BC Live, and I want to get Tyson Hockley, because they mean a lot to me as well, and I want to help their channel still as well. We need to get the Vix to 1,000 subscribers, guys. So tonight, as long as we're live, every 5 to 10 minutes, I want somebody posting their link and shouting them out and reminding me to shout them out, because we need to get them to 1,000.
Hey, Cotab's live.
Hey, look at that.
Do you know how many Twisted Productions are? Did Mrs. T drop her link in?
Yep.
Like I'm subbed and I can't find her. What the heck? But I've had to resub you 4 times in the last day.
She did it on the members, so you got to look for the main channel. You're on the backup chat.
I am.
Yeah, so is Vina.
That's the main chat.
Nope.
It's got to be the main chat.
No, that's the backup. Look at the picture.
1, 2, 3, 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
Making me work tonight. There we go. Yeah, because Coda's got his mojo back. Coda's back, so as long as I'm back and my channel's going to keep building, then we're going to get everybody out there. We're going to get everybody built. We're going to get the freedom out there. I got my mojo back, baby. Let's fucking do this. You know, part of my language, I keep forgetting I'm on the main as well as the backup, but that's because we have a special guest. So we all know what we do when we have a special guest. I am sticking to that. I'm sticking to the secondary high live only, but on both channels or just the main, we'll do a special guest high live when we have new people to introduce to our YouTube world, and people that you guys all have been wanting to see and meet that you haven't gotten a chance to. So the best I could do is bring them on virtual meeting, and we can still meet them.
You sure you're not on your backup channel?
I'm on both.
Oh, there you are. Swing.
Yeah, I'm on both.
Gotcha. I don't know why it's taking so. Like last night was weird. I'd resub you like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I've had a couple people saying that.
Hi, Trish.
There's Timber Traveler's channel now. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yes.
There's a couple things on there.
And whoever I'm with, when I'm with somebody, that person automatically gets channel links thrown in.
Nice.
Where did my cigarettes go?
Twisted Productions.
Did I not bring them with me? I must not have brought myself with me.
I don't know. Need a smoke.
Oh, there they are.
or not TV? That is the question.
Daisy, hey Coda, you're doing great. Vital for this movement. Super Mojo, keep on. Yeah, baby. Love it. Let's do it.
Got your mojo rising.
No, I found my smokes. They're under flag. So,
Darn flag.
got Brian's signature, and then right after Brian, or no, so we got Vina and Vern, and then we got Brian, and then we got Ty Guy, and then we got the Vicks, and then we got Tyson and Timber Traveler today. And I got basically everybody at that rally today to sign my flag. So we're getting out there, baby. Let's go, let's go. Let's get the footage. Let's get the freedom. Let's get the hope, the peace, the love, the unity. Let's keep inspiring people, opening people's eyes and hearts and minds, and not even just that, dig into their soul, man, because you have a soul connection with somebody, you know,
I type in real
it's
Chris.
unbreakable.
I type in real Chris Sky. I get global news, CTV news, Chris Who, CTV news, Liverpool football. Okay, but they're all news stations. Nothing like his channel.
Yeah.
23 arrests, 25 months.
All in 3 days, Vina. All that in 3 days.
Dang, sniffles.
Maybe 4. Yeah, it was 4 days. And why do you think the government wants us 6 feet apart and stuff like that? Because when we're more than 6 feet apart, when you're with somebody, your body gives off a frequency. And, you know, you can't make a soul or heart to heart or loving or any kind of connection if you're more than 6 feet apart. You don't feel the energy, you know? So you got to make sure that you feel the energy, man. And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm just a hippie. I'm just a damn hippie.
Fucking hippies.
But you know what? I'm
They're
probably
everywhere.
one of the most intelligent hippies you'll ever meet. And do I always show you? No, I don't. Do you know why I don't ever show all the time? Because I don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. I don't have to be. I can be a chilled, layback stoner and just chit chat with you guys. We can get to know each other. You know, we can build connections. We can open hearts, and we can keep spreading the message of freedom and unity, and not letting the government take control over us. Like, as soon as you're in that, like Chris Sky said, man, as soon as you're in that system, you're in that fucking system. You're never going to get out of that system. You're going to be stuck there for the rest of your life. Or, you know, if you don't already die first, because you don't want to fucking go, you decide one day, you know what, this is crap. I you know, I don't want to go with this anymore. So it is what it is. And I seen a name here, Mick Fly. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, no, like, it's all about the heart and the soul, man. It's all about the heart and the soul. BRB doing the PP dance. But yeah, I just
dropped one of Christie's song links in there.
Okay.
She's got a lot of stuff, so to find some of her singing.
Check this link out, everybody. That's the lady that sung "O Canada" at the rally today. She had an incredible voice.
She's a really incredible person, right? Like total freedom.
Fuck, I keep forgetting to pass this. I'm so used to smoking by myself.
It's all good, man. I should always light that one up and pass you.
Oh, just give me a nudge once in a while. Like, hey man, you're hogging the fucking joint. Hog it for a bit.
kind of cool. I look at my TV and we have
Careful.
instant
Have
replay.
they met? Yeah, they met. The older one doesn't really like him. Wouldn't stop barking at him.
The older one took down 2 pit bulls in her life.
We are facing a huge battle against our freedom. Love you guys. Thanks for being there. Yes. No. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for understanding that you can't deny live truth right in front of your face. You know, even if it's somebody trying to say that this ain't weed. You know, I'm smoking tobacco right now. How many of you guys would believe me if I said I was smoking tobacco right now?
And thank you for being here because it's you guys that make the channel. It's you guys that do the sharing. It's you guys that do the like buttons and the algorithms, right?
And I know that's not a very good example, but I had a joint in my hand, so you know what I mean. You're hogging the
His
joint.
little sneaker.
Hey, Queen Bee, welcome.
Queen
That's
Bee
an
or
apple.
me?
Yeah, me. See, but you know, that's just but it's still an example, right? Like you can't deny raw, you know, fucking unfiltered facts right in front of your face. So, like, I don't know. So we're gonna keep going, guys. I appreciate you guys for listening and knowing when the truth is true and when the lies are lies. You know? My husband rolls his own, so looks the same. There you go. Right?
Good taste.
And let alone, I got my tray and my weed right here in front of you all. So, like, if I sat here and, yeah, in a raw ashtray, if I sat here and told you this was tobacco, you all would, like, and I tried to force you to understand it and believe it, y'all would leave here and unsubscribe. Why? Because that's somebody trying to tell you a fucking lie, right? We here on Coda B 123 and 1233, we do not tell lies. We do not talk about half truths. We do not talk about half facts. If we don't have a full 100% information accuracy, we do not talk about it. We could give our opinion on what we think on the subject, but we will not talk about it. And we will not.
If he doesn't puff half past, just light up your own.
Yeah, there you go. But the joint went out on me this time, so.
It's because it's a token stick, not a talking stick.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So yeah, it's pretty cool meeting live streamers from Ottawa, from this side of the country, right? Like it's 3,000 kilometers away, right?
Yeah,
it's a long ways, but
I didn't realize what it's like to actually meet somebody in person as opposed to seeing them through camera, like everybody is with me. And then, like, because I got to do that with Ty Guy, Tyson, Brian, you, and the Vix, right?
And you were pretty much at mile 0 of the Trans-Canada Highway, right? Where the highway begins.
Yeah.
Right? Victoria, BC.
Yeah.
The highway from Victoria to Sauk is the first registered highway in Canada, in fact. But yeah, it's where the convoy started. Few.
Angry. I guess I am a really big stoner. I forgot I ate a giant edible like 15 minutes ago.
Check to see if your pillow's still there.
So what adventures you going on tomorrow? I hear there have been whales out there. Sun Honey Studio from the Fry team. Really? Welcome. Much love to you.
Sun Honey.
Thank you for coming in here. Was looking for the edible just to realize it's already in my stomach. Angry, why aren't you on panel? Yo, where's like a Kala and all that?
Where's a Kala? Where's Yui?
Where's Brian?
Peckford? He got his court case checked out yesterday.
No, Freedom.
Yeah, Brian Peckford though, right? The guy from the good duty.
I know.
Constitution, right? The Bill of Rights and everything. Not the Bill of Rights, the other one. His case got thrown out. It was found to be moot, and too much time was taking place.
Oh, no doubt.
Right? So that was yesterday. Not in the news.
That guy standing in front of the stage today with the pink shirt and a hockey helmet, was he in Ottawa?
That's Freedom Andy.
No, he wasn't a part of the convoy. No, I would have remembered him.
That's Freedom Andy. He, however, was in many convoys, whether in his truck, on his Harley, or in his flat deck truck. He's on his own movement, really trying to get his daughter back in his life. But he's been around. He's been to a lot of convoys and stuff as well. So he wants us all to put on pink shirts and hockey gear. No.
You might have seen him on the Vic streams or Tyson streams or even Timbers videos, or but I really, really doubt that you've never seen him on my camera until today. I'm okay now.
No, you're not. You're in BC.
Yeah.
You don't finish your doobie halfway down.
BC, where they sell the best cannabis. No
So,
pun intended.
You were here. He was here 10 minutes, and the delivery came to the door with his choice of what he wanted: indica, sativa, hybrid, shatters, crumbles. What's that? Live diamonds.
Yeah.
Distillates, gummies, shrooms.
Oh man, it was awesome. Dispensary on wheels.
Yeah, it's a little tiny hockey bag comes through your door. Medicinals.
And don't worry, 100% legal.
Oh yeah. Well.
Hey Rob, Andy has been in a lot of our streams. Yeah.
Right? He's actually stood up on the very corner, up on the concrete, and spoke for about 15 minutes on his own. It just.
Oh, no doubt.
But he definitely gets out there. He had a barbecue.
Well, then I'd call him a man.
Every single Sunday of the summertime, he had a Freedom Barbecue every Sunday too.
Lead guitar man. Hello, Coda B and Tibbler Traveler. Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, man? I was really cool watching you and Deb this morning on Lord Nexus. Like, yeah. Did Lord Nexus get 100 subs? Oh, I guess we got to put Lord Nexus's link up now. I mentioned him.
Who's Lord Nexus again?
Young guy down in the States, about 23 years old, so really neat guy.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I've seen his streams.
He's in the chats quite a bit, right? And he's just, I don't think it might have been one of his first panels or first, second panel. Here, dude's going, you're in BC.
No, it's too small for me. Ahmad, want to drop Nexus's
Lord Nexus?
Lord Nexus, drop his link in the chat.
He was live paneling first thing this morning when I was getting ready, going for 100 subs. I think he's over, but.
Lori Dawn, BRB, I think she's going to get the link.
Right on. That's some amazing people, man.
Let's see who the first person is. They like as soon as I say, can someone drop a link? It's like a competition. Who's the first one to get the link in there.
So if you think about this, right, 40 weeks ago, this is the 39th convoy on the island. We started the same time because the convoy going to Ottawa started mile 0 in Victoria, then went to Vancouver, regrouped, and then headed east. We started at the top of the island, heading to our legislature. So 39th week today. So if you think about that, 40 weeks ago, none of us knew each other, right?
Yeah.
Now think of the bonds that we've gotten, the people we've met, the people we've interacted with, the people we've cried for, the people.
Hey, lead guitar man, how's it going?
Wow. And the musicians we've met.
Going good, guys.
Not too much. How are you?
Oh, I'm alive and kicking.
Want to throw it through the Bluetooth?
Enjoying my YouTube jail time. How's that?
What's that? Sorry?
Enjoying my YouTube jail time.
Nice. On the phone now, so not good at links on the phone. Oh, that's okay, Mrs. T.
Say hi to Mom.
So are you out? You're out in the States there, lead guitar man?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Michigan?
How'd you guess?
How'd you guess, he said?
You were talking with Tricky Nicky one night.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
About a month ago or so. trying to think whose feed that was on that passed out.
Thank you, Trish. That's Lord Nexus Link, guys.
So you get pretty windy, rainy winters there as well, or a high snow drop.
I've already had snow.
Already have snow. Holy.
Yeah.
It's gone now, but we already had snow this year.
Right. Okay.
A little earlier than most times, but nothing unusual.
Right. Not too bad.
You could try my Bluetooth if you want.
Right. Oh yeah, but that's gonna play through. Yeah, twice.
Okay. Okay, Bluetooth's down.
Oh yeah, that's gonna play through.
Oh, double echo.
Yeah. See. Hey, yep, that's
I'm
him.
good
Yep.
with- When I started my phone last night too, I always get double echo in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what I look like. Fuck, I gotta clean my house, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Is that a cobweb?
You guys got rallies and stuff still going down in the States there, lead guitar man?
Not really.
No way.
I think most of us are just kind of in pilot mode. See what happens in November.
Here. What's that? Sorry.
We're just kind of floating to see what happens in November,
Right. Okay.
and then I guess it's becoming apparent that the politicians aren't listening to anything. So if they don't listen to November, then I guess the only alternative is not good.
Holy, no doubt. Oh, it's just crazy what's going on in the world now, man. And of course, Canada's one of the first that wanna, because of Trudeau, want to be just like fucking China.
Yep.
And like I don't know if you watched mine or Vic's or Tyson's rally lives today, but like Chris Sky was saying today, man, they're ready to click that button and fucking, they're ready to make it all happen, and that's what.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what scares me the most, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I obviously don't live with fear and let fear overcome my everyday choices and challenges, but at the end of the day, it scares me to know what the government's really capable of and what they're willing to do to innocent people.
Absolutely. Well, here, I'll give you a good one. In I don't know if they call them provinces or whatever, but in Australia and Victoria, they passed a law now where they can forcefully give somebody the magic potion.
Holy.
At the behest of police if they want. So my question to them was so does that mean that if somebody refuses, they're going to shoot him and kill him or what?
Yeah, that's always what I wonder.
I honestly, man, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, before this all happened, I was starting to like look up a lot of like what everybody calls conspiracy theories, but in reality, truth.
There are no theories.
And one of these things that really made me know what the government's capable of, I got into this like Black Page research site that my friend showed me, and it was telling me all about this dude who invented a vehicle that could run on water, and the government found out about it, and he was never seen or heard from ever again. And it's just stuff like that one click of a button, the whole government knows what you're doing, right?
Well, you want to really twist your brain? Go to Google and type in government feeds orphans radioactive oatmeal.
Right? Radioactive oatmeal? Is that what you said?
Yeah, opium.
Oh, opium.
You said opium, right?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Radioactive oatmeal.
Yeah,
what?
You know the history of cornflakes?
No.
History of cornflakes is it's an inhibitor of masturbation in a psych ward made by the psych ward head dude named Kellogg. Right, and then he got into cereals later on.
Holy fuck.
You check it out, the history of corn fights. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, you have
Maybe.
no idea.
What's that?
If you think that's crazy, you have no idea.
No, man, honestly.
See, I don't have to go read sites that are on the internet. I go read the papers right from our own government.
Right. Okay. That's good to know. I don't like the oatmeal guy. Quaker oat man.
Right?
Trish freaks me out.
Yeah, you should
Honestly,
make you quake.
it kind of makes sense though. You know?
So you light up better on Google Earth. I was saying that on digital radio like 14 years ago on this radio show.
Daryl Darby, totally agree. The mainstream world is an illusion.
Absolutely.
100% agree with that. Honestly, man, I think 90%, and a lot of people will probably call me crazy for this, and I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. I think 90% of our government, actors, famous people that just don't give a shit about people, I think they're like alien or something, man.
Well, they kind of are because most of them are sociopaths.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
it's the one-hit wonders that didn't sell their souls, right? That's why they only got the one hit.
Yeah.
But draconian measures come from draconian bloodlines, I believe, right? Reptilians, very possible. Why not? Why couldn't there be other species thousands of whatever years ago intermingling with the human species, right? So you and I being human, we'd have human souls that are going to go to like a human heaven. But the draconians, they wouldn't. They'd have a different bloodline, different spirit, right? They're, flesh eating, wear your mask, or right? You know what I mean?
Well,
and this is my opinion, not the channel, right? But yeah,
Coda.
there's more to us than us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Coda.
30 million registered Luciferians in the United States alone.
That's crazy.
Hey,
On
Coda.
another topic, I just also found out that Marvel has officially teamed up with Pfizer.
Yep. Well, here's another one for you. And let's see if you recognize this. At some point in the past in the history of the United States, a general, the head of a nuclear bomber base, claimed that we had shot down a UFO. Only the next day to rescind that. Then, after it was all said and done, they claimed it was a weather balloon. Okay?
Yeah.
And then as the story progresses through history, and then it was a weather balloon with crash test dummies because they couldn't explain the bodies.
Right.
All right. So, let me ask you something. Logically thinking, if they actually shot down a UFO, do you think a general would blabber that out to the whole world?
Well, if you go onto YouTube and you look up General Mark Milley 2016, it's about a minute and a half, I think, video, and he says you'll be hybrid armies and little green men fighting terrorists above and below ground.
Okay, but
foreign and domestic. So he has said that, right? So it kind of implies that.
Okay, he may have said that, but what I'm trying to do is get you to the path of truth and logic.
Right. Okay, so I was listening to a show called Art Bell, Coast to Coast, back in the late 90s, and he had a guest, Ken Hovland, who was one of the alien autopsy people. He sounded pretty legit back then, right?
Okay, but hold on. What would, if you think that a government shot down a UFO, do you think they would have a general blab it all over the planet?
Fuck no.
No, not until they're ready.
Now ask yourself something.
Not until they're ready to get ready for disclosure.
what could be so atrocious that they would have a general blab that over the planet to cover something else up?
I think the only way they would ever tell us is if the world's about to be destroyed. They know that they have nothing
Well,
to do
but do
about
you
it.
really
They
think
can
they
do
shot
nothing
down a
about it.
UFO?
Right.
No,
And that's
do you really think they shot down a UFO?
I don't know. I've looked at it
Okay.
so many ways and so
Now,
many times.
But then again,
There-
where did they get those
there-
bombers? Those those triangular fucking bombers from? Like they almost look UFO
the
like,
Germans
right?
were developing stealth bombers back in World War II.
Due to
Right.
the advancement of our technology in such a short period of time, I would have to reason to believe that human had some outside influence.
Oh,
Whether they shot it down, whether it crashed, could be two
Okay.
different things.
Hold on.
Right.
I'm going to tie this back to what I asked Coda to look up. They were doing all kinds of experimental shit on people back then, like the whole syphilis thing, and
Yeah.
they were giving orphans radioactive oatmeal to see what would happen. They were injecting pregnant women.
Yeah, Lincoln Park.
Yep. So, what were they doing in 1947? They had just gotten the German scientists over here and their rocket technology with aspirations of putting man into space.
1947 was the year that they built a gas chamber in Auschwitz, believe it or not, 2 years after the Germans conceded. But
Okay.
Auschwitz was in Poland. What else is going on then when I think about that?
Okay, but hold on. You keep going left when I'm trying to keep you down a path.
Okay, sorry. My brain, man. It's on drugs.
So, anyways, what would a general take and go worldwide and say that they shot down a UFO? What could be so atrocious? So they were trying to develop stuff to put man into space, but see, they had to know how space affected the human body.
Right.
So what they were actually doing was taking orphans and mentally retarded kids and kids that parents didn't want.
Right.
Sent them up in a gantry on a balloon or balloons up into the upper stratosphere, which was supposed to come back down in white sands to see what outer space would do to the human body while they were alive.
Right. That's what I was thinking about. I knew they were doing some kind of tests on people or something back then. I just wasn't sure exactly what the date was, but the
short German dude that had the Charlie Chaplin mustache, he also had some kind of a UFO type, almost triangular or space pod shape that they were trying around Second World War too, right? So I was wondering if that's some kind of test subject or something too, right? Because they weren't there some pretty deep experiments.
Oh, they did all kinds of crazy shit. So the Japanese,
right? Same with the typhus, trying to develop typhus, offshoot of typhoid during World War II.
But the thing of it is, people to this day will still buy into that instead of thinking about what the logical answer would be.
Well, an unidentified object doesn't necessarily mean it's from another planet or dimension. It only means that it's unidentified. So it could have any origin. And I believe often too that the US or other components may have creating their own to do some such things. And of course, they're all going to be tested. Whether they use test subjects, it wouldn't surprise me who and what and how they do that, right? Because it's pretty diabolical. And look what they've done just in the last 20 years, right? Look how many teenagers there are with autism and ADHD and ADD, I won't say why. I'm going to make this private, I think, anyway.
No, honestly, in my own personal opinion, I don't know where whoever and whatever would come from, but I believe we've never been alone. I believe the government has had some kind of influence from some kind of, I don't know, threat or something. And I think that people don't truly lead us. I think some other kind of something. I don't know.
So
I don't want to say alien because I don't know. You never know, right? Like, you never
Well,
know.
I'd never rule anything out like that because anything's possible. But what I'm
Exactly.
looking at is if the information is coming from our government, I'm going to question what they're saying.
Oh, for sure.
Because 9 times out of 10, they aren't telling the truth.
Oh, fuck no. I believe there's little ETs running around somewhere.
So have you listened to Dr. Stephen Greer much? Any of his stuff?
Yeah, I've listened to Greer.
Good night, Lori.
So he's got some interesting stuff, but I've also heard that he could be inside op, right? I mean, he's been seen with some pretty high profile individuals.
Well, you have to remember this. People have a penchant for believing the fanciful, when a lot of times the answer is right in front of them.
Right.
You know, I get accused all the time of pissing on people's parade, but you don't get the truth by going after the fanciful. You get to the truth by doing what and expecting what is logical.
Exactly. Right. And keeping it simple without trying to make it too complicated, right?
Absolutely. So which is more apt? They shot down an alien spaceship, or they were trying to cover up the fact that they were sending orphaned and mentally handicapped children up into a gantry into the upper stratosphere?
Right.
Which makes more sense? Which would
later.
they have the ability to actually do?
The later. Right. Yep. Take the evidence out like Building 7.
Well, take the evidence, cover up the whole damn thing by telling such a atrocious story that even after what 60, 70, well, hell, 70, 80 years, people still think little green men.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think it's like actual little green men though.
Well, I'm just using that as a euphemism, but
no, I know that. I say the same thing, but
I think they're taller. I think it's the gray ones that are small.
All I can say is if there's aliens flying around here, they need to land in my front yard and go check something out and forget to leave the damn keys because I'm going for a ride.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yo, much love, Ty Guy.
So, is he still
there? he's in chat. He's lurking. He's always lurking.
So, in 1976, spring break, I had gone into the interior to visit my father. I was coming back to Victoria on BC ferries on the last ferry. It was probably around 9 p.m. at night. I ran into a couple of school friends. I was 14, right? So we all went up top deck to smoke a doobie. And this light came towards the ferry, and it was bright. It was small. It looked like it was going to hit the ferry, and then don't even know. It was close to the ferry, and it did a 90-degree and gone into the sky, just gone, right? And it was so realistic that the ferry lurched. Anybody standing on their feet got knocked on their ass. We're like, what was that? We go down into the ferry. Everybody's talking about it, the whole bit. Like, it knocked the ferry 45 minutes off schedule getting into dock in Victoria. I got back home where my mom was and turned on the 11 o'clock news, and there wasn't word of it. Nothing came of that, right? And that ship, it was like the last weekend of spring break. It was a packed ship, and everyone got tossed, right? I can't deny it. I saw it, right? And it did a 90. It was coming right for the front of that ferry and just zipped. It was like crazy, like fast, right? Like, too fast to react, It wasn't the weed, although it was a really good Thai stick back then. True story, man.
Love it. Yo, Bass Head, welcome. Red Librarian, welcome.
So, anyways, back on the topic at hand. How did things go today?
Freaking awesome. Dude.
Oh yeah, dude, it was awesome. I met a lot of people today and a few live streamers I've been wanting to meet for a while now, and yeah, man. Chris Sky had a really good message today. I loved every word he said.
Yeah.
And
Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad, Serena, You know, the singers, everything, man. It was a great day. The only thing I didn't like is the other people that were there talking about how unvaxxed doctors can't go back to work. That pissed me off.
It's worth going back and checking out Coda's feed and then watching Vic BC Live to see what the difference is, and then checking out Tyson Hockley's to see what his is like. Could you guys please drop the links?
Yo, Angry, why you bouncing? Hop up in some conversation.
Just turn your echo down. Who's that last said? I mean,
You know,
right on
what I don't
time.
understand on that Coda with the doctor stuff, with everything that's coming out, it's blatantly obvious that everything we were sold in the beginning was a lie.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, hell, I'll tell you straight up. I clipped a news clip from a news station that is on YouTube. I played that on my channel during live stream, and they took me down midstream because of that clip to claim it was misinformation, even though it's still up by the same mainstream media news station right here on YouTube.
What?
Yep.
That's baloney.
So, one of the ladies at Parliament today sent a message to a friend saying she was down there listening to Chris Sky, sent a little bit of a clip. Right away, she got a warning saying it was a misinformation clip and that she was being warned and the clip would not be sent through.
Imagine that.
Like instantaneously. And I was talking to Chris Sky when she comes up and look at this, and he it's like, yeah, I got screenshots and shit. Just crazy. Like that fast. So yeah, Bill C11, right? C233 and S223 in Canada, all about the censorship BS, right?
Hello.
You giving kisses? Just a major suck, eh? My G meets Coda. Is that Coda? Hi, thank you. Thank you for the kiss. You won't feather at the kid in the head with your tail. Get back up.
Things aren't fixed yet in spite of the facts. So glad I didn't go along. And that's the thing, man. And I'll say it again, just like Chris said today, man. Once you fucking get into that system, man, you're never gonna get out of it.
Yep.
Right? Once you obey, you're toast. Might as well just say goodbye to your fucking future children and your future life and your future husband and your future house that you're never gonna probably have.
I had a friend of mine today that comes onto my channel. One of the engineers that he works with just had a birthday, turned 44 years old. He died the following day of his birthday.
Wow. I am so sorry for your loss, man.
Of a heart attack.
A heart attack.
How old?
44.
Because of myocarditis.
Myocarditis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pisses me off.
That's just not right, man.
But he was one of the ones that was falling on the Kool-Aid. He thought he was doing his part, you know.
Right.
He believed he was protecting, you know, his kids, his grandparents, shit like that by getting the magic potion. So,
see, and like, I've lost quite a few people from that too. And as much like, I feel bad because, you know, they thought they were doing what was right and lost their life. But at the same time, I don't, because they should have been awake enough to understand that the government is corrupt as shit. They're never going to be there for you. No matter what you do for them, they'll leave you for dead. They don't care about you.
Absolutely.
Right? And well, that's fucking blatant proof right in front of your face. I'm sorry, but wake the fuck up already. Shit. I don't know, man. It just makes me angry at some points because it's like, you know what the government's capable of, and I get it. A lot of, like, don't get me wrong, I'm scared of what they're capable of. I am. Everybody is. But that doesn't mean that if we stand up together, we can't change shit, right? You know, like
Correct.
we can change a lot, man.
But see,
If
they've
you
done a
don't give
fine
in,
job on keeping everybody divided on everything. Everything from race, religion to economics, hell, to even fucking hair color.
right?
You know,
Yeah,
and people nowadays are afraid of sacrifice.
and the thing is if you just don't give in and you don't let the government have control over you, then they can't win against you. They can't.
Absolutely.
You know, it's that simple. It's
You know, it's
literally
like
that simple.
I was watching that inquiry, and the thing that floors me about that whole thing, everything they're talking about in that inquiry up there has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not it was legal and justified for the Emergency Act to be implemented. It's
Wow.
what they did after the fact that they're all talking about. Well, who gives a shit what they did after the fact? The fact is, why was it done in the first place? None of that's
Exactly.
talked about. It's all a dog and pony show. Well, we
Yeah.
were doing this, or we had to do that, or we were afraid of this. Okay, but you already had laws in place that people are breaking the law. You can arrest people if they're breaking the law, if I'm not mistaken. And that's the point. They were all debating stuff after the fact, and none of that is getting down to whether or not it was justified.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
And people are buying it.
Yeah. It's just corrupt. It's bullshit. We need to stand up more, you know, like the thing that kind of got me in Chris's speech, I've never heard anybody really say, and it really kind of hit me. What happened to men?
Yeah, really.
You know, like we're supposed to be the men. We're supposed to stand up for our women. We're supposed to fight for our children. You know, we're supposed to be the influence of the next generation. We're supposed to help our sons fucking grow up to be men, you know, like and showing them that it's okay to be afraid, and showing them that um what's the word I'm looking for? That obeying is the way of life. You know, that's not right.
United non-compliance.
It's just not right at all.
Yep.
41 South, have a good night.
Night 41. Take care,
Good
bro.
night, 41. Have a good one, buddy.
But no, like in all reality, if all us men like just stood up, our women would stand up with us and our children would be protected.
Well, and people also have to realize that there may be sacrifices that need to be made. Now, I'll give you for instance, for example, when the place where my wife works said that they were going to implement the whole magic potion and make it mandatory, and they went through and were asking everybody what they would do, and I told my wife, you tell them no certain terms, you're gonna have to fire you.
Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna happen. And like, well, what are you gonna do? You know, she won't have a job, stuff like this. I said, well, I've survived worse in my life.
Right.
I'll survive this. That's the thing, is so many people were willing to sacrifice their own morals and common sense for something that a lot of people didn't want to do. You know, I mean, I don't blame them, but it's as simple. Yeah, as simple as that. Just say no.
It is. It's so simple, man. It is. Don't give in to submission. Don't give in to um the corporational system. Don't give in to, like, you know, lies and deceiving, and you know, don't let their agenda win. just say no. And they will not have power over you.
The only power people have over you is what you give them.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Right there. You know, and
I've been accused of more than one time of being an absolute prick. But there's times when you need to be an absolute prick.
and you know what? Everybody can be, but it's just make sure it's at the right time for the right reasons, right? Like
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I could be a huge asshole, and people, there's people that would tell you like they don't like me because I can be an asshole, but at the end of the day, if you're the kind of person that you don't care about people, you're going to treat people like they're scum and you're not going to understand, then I'm not going to be nice to you. Right? Like I'll be peaceful, I'll be respectful, but that doesn't mean I have to be nice.
Right.
Right? So, and a lot of people don't know how to do that. They don't know how to peacefully have a debate. Oh, you girls,
Absolutely.
sex, v,
Absolutely.
blah blah blah. What's going on? Find love on the best dating site.
Wow, I'll hop right at it. Here, hold on, I'll be right back.
Fuck. See, and that's how you know I'm doing my job right, man. That's how you know I'm actually getting truth out there, because I've been getting all my bots back. I got my mojo back. You know.
That's a lot of people.
Life's meaningless without doing personal bot.
It seems like since I've started doing, when I started going live, I'd get a foothold and start to make progress, because I want to get new people, not just people in our circles, but new people.
Right.
And my last one, everything was going good. Chat was going good. There was new people coming in. And bam. And I'm like, overplaying something that is still on your own platform. And the thing of it is I uploaded it to my channel before I played it. So it passed YouTube's checking bullshit.
Right.
So it's not a banned video. And then I bet it wasn't a minute after I played that, my live stream went down.
Wow.
And poof, second strike. I'm like, oh, great. Isn't this nice? And then, appealing and saying, hey, this is from a news channel that is listed right on YouTube. The video is on their channel. All I did was take a clip from it. Well, that's misinformation. Okay,
right.
Then why aren't they down? But they just don't deny. So that's the kind of world, and that's just YouTube. Imagine if our government gets to the point to where they wield the same thing, which they already do, but just not as blatantly in your face.
Right. Well, I watch one of the people that I watch on YouTube is Russell Brand.
Yep, same here.
He did a video showing the actual fine print of YouTube, and they straight up admit that they work for WEF and WHO, and if the community guidelines don't appeal to their standards, then your video will be taken off. And if it's bad enough in a disagreement with the WHO and WEF, then they will just 100% delete your entire account, everything you worked for, every single video, everything just gone.
Yep. Well, it's like me. One more strike, and my channel goes down. I'm banned.
Right.
And I really, I'd never in my life thought that I would get hit for a video that I clipped right off this very platform.
Right.
I'm like, well, if I can't use material and talk about material that's even on this platform, what can you talk about?
I know, man, I know. And that's why I said, screw it. I'm just going to talk about what I talk about. And one of these videos, when it gets taken down, I'll realize what I can't talk about.
Well, it's not a matter of what you talk about. It's how you say it. You have to skirt around reality and say, Justin Trudeau and Joe Biden and all of them are the greatest thing that ever happened to our countries. And, that kind of thing. You're doing that, then yeah, you're all great.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I totally 100% agree with that. Yeah. I think we need to make a change. I think we are making a change, but I think we need to make more of a change. Maybe we could even get to the point where we could change the guidelines of YouTube.
Next step. Yep.
Well, I have a feeling that will happen if things go south with the shall we say, the other side at the moment. I don't want to say the left because they really aren't the left. They're just off the rails.
Yeah. Yep. No.
Well, I mean, come on. Russell Brand is as left gets, and they're accusing him of being a conservative. Come on now.
Right? I know, man. And he's like, they used to call him a conspiracy theorist when he was an actor and shit.
Who?
Russell Brand.
What an actor, eh?
He's fucking awesome. I love that guy so much, man. He's so funny and he's so real and he's so like, yo, man, he's straight up about it. Every video, welcome, good morning to you, 6 million awakening wonders.
Well, the thing is, though, is he's a lefty. Always has been.
Yeah.
He does have a 33 tattooed on the inside of his left wrist, though, too. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think Russell Brand's good.
Yeah, I do too. I've not caught him ever lying about anything, so.
No, that's what I mean.
Much to the chagrin of our current administrations.
Right. Vina Lynn just posted a video if everybody wants to check it out. Wanda, yes, I am reading both chats.
How do you do that?
They both just come into as one on StreamYard. Yeah, when I'm on StreamYard, I could run like 10 different streams on 10 different platforms all at one time, and every single one of my platforms, all the chats will all come to StreamYard in one chat.
I watched John Campbell for about 3 years up until about 8 months ago, and I don't anymore. He's back. All right. Same Sunshine Baby. And where was he today?
Daryl Darby, it's good to have you back in chat, buddy.
You know, there's something. Mr. Sunshine Baby lives in Victoria. He didn't show up today. He does a lot of restream and little news things and that. He told him to come down a couple times. I wonder what's up with him. I know he's freshly married, getting a baby. His life.
Right.
It would be nice to see him.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we had expected rain and the sun was out. That was cool.
Man, I'd like to meet Mr. Sunshine Baby in person while both of us are live.
Right. It would have been an opportune time if he goes live too, right?
And all of us live streamers were there today. That would have been a great day if he showed up.
Yep. And Ty Guy.
And Ty Guy, yeah. Fuck, I would have loved it if Ty Guy was there, man. That would have been all of us out of the same circle that met each other in person all at the same time and the same day, same place. That would have been awesome.
And a couple non-live streamers like Twisted Productions has put a lot of videos out, but not live, right?
Right.
Single mothers can't afford all the data and stuff, right? So
right.
We do what we can. And that top hat guy.
Yes, Daisy, we need to take our world back.
Right?
Oh, that link she
World.
posted. Yeah, I've seen that video already.
What's that? What'd you say?
That video she posted, I've already seen that. I follow Dr. Campbell.
Oh, nice.
Well, there's a prime example of a guy who went by the book, has always been by the book. And I could tell a few months ago when he come to the realization that he'd been lied to, because you could see that he was almost about ready to break out in tears.
Yeah,
And the video he put out that day, they yanked down and give him a warning for. That's why now he's so anal about going over their so-called guidelines and making sure that he isn't doing anything that supposedly goes outside those. But
well, thanks for that. I'm going to recheck him out, because I stopped watching him because he was following their format quite a bit, and I'm like, what's he doing right? I didn't want to put it to
he's got one just prior to this last one that talks about how child deaths at birth and post birth, first week or so, have doubled.
Yeah, actually, I got a nurse friend here in town that can confirm that just in the city alone. Yeah,
What
actually,
is it?
Probably.
What is it? Alberta or British Columbia, where the major cause of death is unknown.
Yeah, my nurse friend here said it was at 20% pre, and now it's at about 80% are stills. And that's in a city of 100,000. It's pretty freaking sad. So here's one. Go to Worldometer abortions and check to see how many of those so far this year. That'll blow your.
Oh, nothing shocks me when it comes to that kind of stuff.
This December 21st or 31st last year, it was 45 million and just under 46 million the year before. Like 1.25 of the population of Canada every year in the world on a global scale. So sick.
That's surprising. I thought it'd been higher than that.
That's their stats too, eh? Like, put the gimbal down by that dog. So I'll tell you a little story for a second. This dog here, I was looking at my survival manual, and she licked my screen and it said, "Are you sure you want to delete it?" She licked it again, and my survival manual was gone, and I was in the bush. Right?
Oh no!
It's like, you little, yeah.
Oh, hi there. You look like you're being cute right now.
If the live feed goes down, my dog licked his phone.
Hello.
That's not so funny. It's a true story.
You are a little suck, eh? Just like my dog.
No, she's a big suck. She's about 120 something pounds.
Holy! I don't even think my dog's like 50 pounds. Oh no! Don't do that. You're gonna spill the weed.
Too many treats.
Yeah, Vera Lynn, those things right there, it makes you wonder what the hell's going through the minds of the people who think that's a good idea.
Right? I mean, I'm pro choice and stuff to an extent, right? But when you see those kind of numbers, something's up.
I just noticed. Did you call her Vera?
Is it Vera or Vina?
Vina.
Oh,
I
Vina
noticed
Lynn.
there's like 20 or 30 people that have been in my chats in the last couple weeks, and they call her Vera.
Well, there is a Vera
when
as
I'm
well.
sitting back from my screen, the N looks like an R.
Right. Okay.
I'm about 5 feet from my screen, so.
Okay. Makes sense.
And Timber, I wasn't addressing what you're talking about. I was addressing the video she posted about Boston and the fact that they created a virus that has an 80% kill rate. But that's not gain of function, according to them.
Of course not. Well, neither was H1N1, but Donald Rumsfeld got 8 out of every $10 on the antidote for that one, right? He had Baxter Pharmacies.
Oh,
That's
H1N1, I
that-
remember that.
that's
Yep.
when I heard about shedding was back then, eh? But it was actually found in 85 or 86. So 34,542,184 to date worldwide this year on the Worldometer abortion site. Right.
Oh, we lost him.
Sorry about
And-
that. I accidentally hit the refresh button.
Oh, okay. And here I thought I was going to have to run your stream by myself for a bit.
Yeah, right?
I was like, oh,
Oh no, his
shit.
phone died. No, actually, my phone, I think I'm at like a good battery right now. I charged my phone fully after today's rally.
Yeah, my phone died.
Today was good, man. Today was good. I loved it. I loved that rally today. It was hyped. People were telling me that Victoria rallies aren't usually as hype as what I'm used to, like doing my thing around Canada. And I was like, yeah, right. I'll bring the hype with me, bro. And either the hype did come with me or I didn't have to bring it. It was already there because there was lots of hype in that fucking rally today.
A good crowd.
Well, you don't need hype. You need facts.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. You hype up the crowd and then you give them good facts and then you fucking send them on their way and then they had a good day.
You even got new stickers that were printed out.
Yeah. Coda B got some stickers. I'm going to put some stickers on the truck.
Vic BC got some stickers. Hugs over masks. And the Vax info site. So what do you think's on next for the world stage, false flag wise?
You really don't want my opinion on that.
Actually, I do. I want many.
I'm of the mind that either there's going to be a preemptive strike that will be nuclear, or they'll make it look like there was a preemptive strike that wasn't done by whom they'll portray it to be.
Right.
Because it seems to me they're hell bent for leather to kick this whole thing off.
Yeah, I think you're kind of on the money. I'm not sure about partial annihilation, though. That's the thing. I don't know. It's a scary subject, but at the same time, it kind of needs to be talked about.
Well, here's the rub. They got to live on the same planet that we do. So what's their point? What do they think they're going to gain?
Right.
I don't think they're gaining anything.
If they annihilate, well, the small percentage that we hate so much can go underground quite easily, where they have a lot of seed, animal, and whatnot storage, adrenochrome. And if it was to go with a nuke type thing, then it's going to take a long time before they could revamp the surface of the Earth. So I think they have to do some other kind of thing, whether it's through the weather systems or Hadron Collider, scorching, whatever they have to do. I think, and if we go down thinking it's somebody that it isn't, right, then that puts that energy out against that person, not them. They can be underground for a while. They got enough. They can rebuild the Earth in a few years, come back up. Right? I'm pretty sure they could live down there. If in fact all that is true, that there is underground dwellings, right, which I don't doubt, really.
I don't know.
Did we lose any listeners? It's kind of morbid, right? But I mean, if we're useless eaters and they need to annihilate that much of us, right? I mean, there's a lot of ways they could do it, right? Why fuck around, right? Get it done, kind of. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what makes me a little nervous about this whole magic potion thing and how they're still pushing it, even though information's coming out that,
Yes, Steph.
you know,
Yeah.
it,
Same with the companies too. You know, they're building big buildings and shit too. Like they're not slowing down on a lot of fronts, right?
yep.
They have a lot of interest. And another thing with the nuke type thing that brings in the EMPs, which takes out the electronics, which takes out their tracking systems. So they're not going to want to do that, I don't think, right? Doesn't make sense to me. Why to go to all that trouble?
Well,
Like
there's a lot of things that don't make sense to me, but you got to remember, we don't have the full picture. We're only playing with the puzzle pieces.
Right.
So there was a guy at the rally today showing a picture on his phone of a chip reader wristband thing at Value Villages you could use to cash out without using a card, without using cash, only using your wrist or hand. Right? And that's in the States. So if they're putting that stuff in as chip readers, I can't see them allowing EMPs, right? Because the electromagnetic pulse will take all that shit out, right? That's a huge investment for nothing. So I think it's a false flag to try and get movements to try and starve us out, give us more reasons for higher gas prices and whatnot, right?
Well, it's already obvious that this coming winter is going to be very bad for a lot of people.
Yes.
Yep. And I agree with Daisy just said there. They don't want people panicking. That's why they're doing it slowly.
Right. Well, and they're not going to say that any bombs were let off from any side because that's just going to be a total panic too, right? You're not going to know until they're coming in, I would think. Which is kind of a weird, scary thing, but I don't think it's going to come to that.
It's doobie cam, so whoever has a doobie gets the camera.
Doobie cam.
We just follow the doobie and talk. Yeah.
I can't talk with a doobie in my mouth. It'd be a fucking stick. Yeah, Chris Sky brought up another thing too. You know, he's talking about the digital, the social credit system and all of that, and later on how they'll have an expiry date on the funds that we've made if we haven't used them up or used whatever loyalty chips we have. They'll end up with like a 60-day expiry date. Everything going back to the system too, right?
Right.
A lot of people don't see that. A lot of people, I've been telling them for like 2 years, you're going to wake up one day and you won't be able to log into your online unless you have that fax number or what have you, right? They're going to implement that, right? If you haven't got your digital number or whatever they're going to do, you're going to be shit out of luck getting online too, right?
And I think that's why YouTube's trying to make it so I don't get a lot amount of subs, so I don't have a way to make money, so that they can try and shut me down before, by the time all that shit happens, people like me, you know what I mean? I know it kind of sounds like,
No, if you start getting the word out, they want to stop you.
You know,
right?
But
you're not the only one, guy.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not the only guy, right? Everybody's getting so shadow banned and censored, and I think YouTube is doing it because, like, freedom fighters, we don't want to make money off of freedom. We don't want to make money off of that. We want to make money off of YouTube because of the fact that, well, freedoming ain't fucking, it's not free.
No,
that's for sure. If I told you guys how much money I've spent in my travels and between Ottawa till now, you guys would all fucking drop your jaws, because
just us going to Victoria and back, it adds up, but it's crazy.
Oh yeah, and I'm telling you, it's not cheap. And then like I'm not even just talking gas and living expenses. I'm talking like food and smokes and marijuana for high lives and data costs. Like, dude, there was times where my data in a month was more than fucking people pay for rent. Okay,
Yep.
Our driver insists in parking in a couple places, and almost every week he gets a parking ticket. Right, so the parking would cost him $16. The parking ticket cost him 20. So for the convenience of being able to park and leave it there for several hours, he pays the extra $4.
holy.
It's like, yeah, it's like, but then it's like, well, come on, cough up gas and a little bit of parking money. It's like, no, that's on you. Who showed him the free spots, right?
Right.
It's like, but yeah, it's kind of funny too because there's three of us in a convoy. We're all going to go around Parliament 3 times. We don't even make it around once, and the third car is going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Where's Frank? He's not behind us, and he's coming.
I like the slow roll today, like kind of thing. It was only a couple of us that did it, but you know what? I was fucking honking away, yelling freedom, revving up my engine. I should have went live when I was doing the slow roll, but
we went past BC Premier's office, honked there a couple times. Coda didn't realize he was doing that. He was just honking because he was asked to.
that, and I was honking most of the way. I had a car roll up beside me, and he's like, "Can you just shut the fuck up?" And I looked right at him, and I was like, "Honk!" Yeah. And then he was turning left at the next light after speeding ahead of me. And as I was passing, I was like, "Honk, honk, honk, honk." Sorry, but I'm in the public. If you don't want to deal with honking and driving, loud trucks, loud cars, loud anything, why are you outside?
That's right outside the Masonic Hall.
Yeah, and I just don't get it. Like, if you can't handle a little bit of honking, the fuck are you even doing outside?
Right.
You're telling me if somebody cut you off right now, you're not going to honk at them?
And if you don't like protesters, why the hell would you move to a capital city?
Hey, Vandislow, Yui Fries, what's going on?
Don't know, Van
Vandislow, he was there today. Coda met him.
Yes, I did. They watch my channel.
Yeah. Excuse me. Coronavirus, I sneeze, you don't get high.
Yeah. Oh, here, do we?
I'll tell you though, Coda, there's going to be the other problem is the part of the population that backs all this stuff.
Right. Yeah, I know. That is our problem, man. That is our problem. Like, I bet you that guy who told me to shut the fuck up today, he only told me to shut the fuck up. You know why? Because he's seen flags on my truck today. I bet you any money, if I was honking and I was yelling, "Let's go, Trudeau," he would have been like, "Fucking right, dude. Honk that horn away."
Yeah.
Right?
We only had a couple birds slipped out of stay. That wasn't bad.
But because I had flags and because I was yelling freedom and honking my horn, he felt like he was going to try to ruin my day by saying, "Shut the fuck up, please." Well, he didn't say please, but, you know. I'm just saying please because I'm just, no matter if I swear or not, I'm Canadian. I'm too fucking nice, man. I swear like a trucker, but I got the heart of gold.
Hey, guys.
What's going on, Yui?
Oh, nothing much. Just woke up.
Oh, nice. Well, good morning.
Good morning, Yui.
What's going on, Michael?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? What's going on tonight?
How much are you doing, Michael?
I'm doing pretty good.
Hey,
And you?
Michael.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Trying to solve the ills of the world, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right?
I heard about what was going on.
That's an understatement.
So, how many people you had at the protest?
Did you meet me?
I don't know. How many people were at that protest today? You'd say like 100? 100?
At the height of it, maybe a little over. Not, yeah. It was small.
It was small.
I'd say 120 maximum. For a few tourists still wandering around too, eh? So,
Oh, I'm okay. Smoke it up, bud.
You're in
Smoke it up.
BC. We smoke these down farther. When in
How is
Rome,
Cora
we
doing?
like
How is
10
Lucifer doing with Timber's dogs? All fine.
What's that? Sorry.
How is Lucifer doing with Timber's dog?
Lucifer was okay. His one dog just seemed to want to keep barking at him and being, I don't know, protective over her home and her dad. So
My older one's pretty rip snoring.
Yeah,
The young one though, she's all puppy. Well, she's 6, but she's all puppy still.
Lucifer's out sleeping in the truck right now. He's already in bed. I gave him. I went out and I took him out there. I gave him food and water and gave him a treat and some love and some hugs and kisses, and then I left.
He's
and
just a great dog.
he went to
I
bed.
love him.
What's that?
He's just a great dog. I love him. He's
Yeah,
I love
absolutely
Lucifer.
awesome.
how's Michael Ashford doing tonight?
I'm doing
He's
pretty good. And you? How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah, Lucifer's my baby. Honestly, I think Timber or someone I was talking to, I was saying like, oh yeah, the Vicks. I was talking to the Vicks. I was like, a lot of people they try to understand the bond that I have with Lucifer, but you don't understand until you see him and I actually in person together. And when you
That's
see
what I
that,
always said.
Unless you own your own dog.
That's what I always said. Lucifer is the one who gives you all the power and all what you need. So I think you would be getting really, really in bad moods if you would give him away. I think.
I think
I wouldn't get upset at him if I didn't love him so much.
I think
Yeah.
we're given like a super dog, or let's say a soul dog in our lives, right? One animal that just stands out amongst all the other great animals that we have. And I think that's what Lucifer and Dakota found in each other, right?
I think that Lucifer is my spirit animal.
I got great
Yeah.
dogs, but a dog I had previous was my super dog, right? So Feather's old man, actually.
Lucifer's such a great dog. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'll be completely blunt. He can be an asshole. And he's not good on a leash whatsoever. And every time you try to get him to walk nicely, he like crouches to the ground thinking he's in trouble, or he tries to get out of his collar or something. So he's used to being free, and we're so close to the ocean and there's so much traffic and mountain.
Can I try?
I don't trust it
Can
a lot.
I try Lucifer whispering?
I mean, if you want.
But
Nobody, everyone who's tried to get this dog to walk on a leash, not one person has been able to do it. And I'm talking like people who know how to train dogs.
But I think you can train that. So
I've trained them for everything you see in that dog. I've put that work into that dog. The only thing that I've not been able to accomplish and fucking dominate him in is his walking on a leash.
Timber training.
That is the only thing. He comes when I call him. He fucking, he eats his food. He drinks his water. He loves people. If a dog tries to, be like a little mean towards him, or if he's trying to be overprotective, I taught him that he is allowed to stand his ground, but he also turns his head away from that animal at the same time. So people and everybody understands and sees that I'm standing my ground, but I'm not going to bite or snip at you because it's wrong. Right? But
yeah. But our dog, I tell you, our dog was the same until we fixed him, because he was too much testosterone powered. So you couldn't walk him on the leash at all until.
And he's a running dog.
Yeah, our dog was a running dog too. He was a mix between Galgo Espanol and Sheepdog and a little bit husky. So he was a running dog as well.
Dogs like that and like Lucifer, you can't put them on a leash, man. They're meant to be a little bit on the wild side, because without that little bit of wild side, you know, they wouldn't be the dogs that they are, that make them as unique as they are.
But
And,
there's
you know,
a time and a place though. For
I
them.
agree.
Mine are in the below. You'll see a difference in mine, right?
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to get out of here. It's my way past my bedtime.
alrighty. Sounds good.
Um,
Have yourself a wonderful night, Guitar Man.
You
Have
too,
a good night.
Michael. Have a good night. Uwe.
Keep making good music.
You too.
Take
Have a
care,
good night.
Robert. Have a
Peace,
good
love,
night,
and
man.
freedom. Have a good night.
Take care, Robert. Have a good one.
Later.
Later.
He's got some
But,
good
you know-
tunes. If you don't belong to his channel, check him out. Guitar Man on YouTube. Got some.
I
really
agree.
funny
I
songs.
agree in general that the dogs has to be free and has to be not on the leash. But the first thing is they got to follow all the commandos so that they immediately come back to you if you call them.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that it has to be safe. So if there is traffic or whatsoever, so I would never.
Well,
ever,
that too. We had a lot of back roads where I was from, so I never really kept him from going on the road because there was like fucking 10 cars a day that ever went down the roads that I was near. So, you
Yeah.
know, there was never an issue. No dogs ever got fucking hit out there. He did his thing. He'd be outside for hours, you know, all day long. Fuck. He'd
Yeah.
come home for water and food and, you know, give some cuddles and loving, and he'd be back outside again, probably playing with the other girls or other dogs, or I don't know what he did because he was all over the place. And that's what he's used to. And I can't do that really out here where, because I haven't had enough land to do it other than on the orchard.
Yeah.
But he seemed to have found the main road on the orchard, and that's what sucked.
We'll get him trained up. He's gonna go bushwalking. When I take mine out at night, because the old one, I gotta help her down the stairs, eh? So the young one, I'll throw her in the leash and let her go out in the yard for a second. Then I tie the other one up, help her down the stairs. Watch her go to the bathroom and say goodbye because she's not coming around the block with us the last 2 months. I snap my fingers and the other one comes right to me because now she knows it's time to go for her walk, right? And she brings her leash to me, right? But
Yeah.
in her eyes, she's putting me on the leash now. She's taking me for the walk, right? So, and that's what we're going to teach Lucifer is you're not taking him for a walk on his leash. He's going to take you up for a while. You're the one attached to the other end, right? And he's not going to have control. You'll have control, but he will think that it's his idea. Watch.
Yeah, Lucifer is a kind of control dog, so he likes to have the control about everything.
Oh, he does. Lucifer, he
that's
likes
his
to be
thing.
the one in control. Trust
Yeah,
me.
because he's probably he spent too much time all together with you, 24 hours. That
Yeah, but he's not.
that he can't miss you. You know, you can train that, but it takes a long time to
He's
train
not
him.
too old to learn though.
Yeah,
Right? Like with my dogs, I've often had 100-pound pack on my back, right? And whether I'm walking through the bush or hitchhiking out on the highways, I have my hands full. I got my dogs strapped to my belt. They don't pull unless I'm on a hill. If I say left, they go left. If I say the other way, they go right. And they do really well, right?
yeah,
But as soon as I take my pack sack off, the black one wants to pull a bit. Put the pack back on, no way. It's just the way they're trained. And the older one was like 9 years old when she learned how to do that, right? She knew left from right, right? The other one didn't know left from right. She knew left from the other way, right? So, but my older dog, we've hitchhiked 60,000 kilometers in her life across Western Canada over 3.5, 4 years. And yeah, it's just amazing. It's just repetition, right? And them thinking that they are kind of leading me when it's actually my training that's leading them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Michael, you are from the West Coast too, don't you? If I remember right,
Sorry, I missed that.
Michael Ashford. I think he's from the West Coast too, is he?
Say that again.
You are from the West Coast too, don't you?
No,
Say that.
he's in Detroit.
In Detroit. Ah, all right.
I was thinking soap, more soap for some.
No,
Yeah, I'm
Michael's
from
in
Detroit.
So, Michael, do you have snow there as well?
Yeah, we get snow here.
You got some today?
No, it's like about 70 something degrees here still.
Okay. Yeah, I think what are we, 8 degrees? What's that? We're around 45, I think, still somewhere in there, 48 here. But lots of
Oh,
places got snow in the last 24.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think Brad got snow the last 2 days in Alberta.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's near Calgary, so that's a cold snow area, is it? So, but I don't know if the middle of October is early or not. But probably not. They're maybe used to it.
Right.
Yeah, we normally start getting our stuff around about November and December. It's when we start getting snow.
Here, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
let y'all chat with Timber for a minute. I gotta go to my truck and check on Lucifer and grab my Mars bar.
Mars
All
bar.
right.
They break into two pieces, eh?
But you have long winters there, Michael, eh? With up into April, I guess,
Yeah,
because of the big lakes. They affect the weather a lot.
yeah, they do.
I haven't experienced the Great Lakes yet. I haven't been past Manitoba. It's definitely a bucket list. And, go down stateside too. That's why we got to stop this reset bullshit.
Yeah, I was just for 1 week in the U.S. almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But we were in the West, so California, Utah,
Probably not.
Arizona, Nevada. So
Go up. Oh, hey, battery low. Coda's battery's low. Hang on. Hit close. Go up the alley and up around. You can't get through. This is a dead end on the side.
Oh, so I go up and then left and then left.
Yeah. So it's not gonna die. His phone is freaking hot. I could almost make a grilled cheese sandwich on it.
don't you have any power banks?
I do, yeah, but I think his phone's an iPhone, and I don't have a cord for his. I got a block right beside me, but no cord.
I never had an Apple in my life.
And I'm too blind to see the end of where the little hole is for his charge. Where is it? I don't know. I don't know his phone, right? It's like, it's right. We go live. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's dark and timber." So not for me. I'm blind. No, I'm not. I'm not fully blind. Just one eye. I see a light though, actually, but I'm light sensitive.
So I guess you had a good time then in Victoria today.
It was really good, and I had an amazing gift given to me from Twisted Productions. She got me a hoodie from Chris Sky, which
Oh,
was
cool.
yeah. I'm like, no, no, no. She's like, no, it's like belated birthday. I said, no, you already been there, done that, right? Videos on my thing, but yeah, she's just a really cool lady.
That's
So,
awesome.
but yeah, it was kind of frantic this morning because we hadn't had a convoy in a while. And all of a sudden, we got like 4 or 5 cars going to join in. Big BC didn't make it. He had to go get gas. We were so close to hooking up with him too. It wasn't funny. But I got the 4 different cars, the drivers of the cars, 2 different people getting carpools, plus the 3 in our car, and I'm texting back and forth. Plus, I was in Lord Nexus chat this morning at the same time. It's just like, holy smoke, it's crazy. And then my ride was 20 minutes late. So I was like texting everyone back, trying to regain time zones and where we're going to be and stuff. Is lots of fun. It went by fast.
So Lucifer didn't stay at Mrs. T's home.
No, there was something going on with Mrs. T's family that she ended up having to do something else today. So Lucifer came downtown, sat in the truck, and watched the horse and carriages go by. So I wanted him to come out on the lawn, but there's a couple other freedom dogs out there that Coda figured he'd just be pulling too much. He wouldn't be able to hold onto the camera.
Yeah.
And I guess he doesn't like leashes with other people, but I think I might be able to bring him around.
That was the most issue with our dog too. When he was on the leash and there came other dogs, he started barking and stuff because he always wanted to play, you know, but it's okay if you are here in our area with there's no traffic or almost no traffic, then it's nice. You can do that. But if you are anywhere with traffic, you can't do that. You can't leave them off the leash.
Lucifer came in. The first thing he did was jumped up on my older dog's bed. So he's just like, what? But she's kind of protective. The other one's super friendly, but that was kind of funny. They'll get along after a while. Like it's just first time they met.
So how long are you gonna stay over there now? On your
I
area?
think he might stay here till spring. I'm not sure. He wants to do these public inquiries for the convoy and stuff, which I understand. But there's also like Maverick and War Campaign is covering it too. So I'd like to get him to one of the construction sites because I know our framers need a third hand for a while, so I could probably get him working. But I'd like to get him into the bush and teach him some mushroom tips and survival tips and how to start a fire in a rainforest, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just get him out there and do some different stuff, right? Experience life. He's young while he can. So yeah. So we're gonna see if we can find him. I'm in a rustic old motorhome. I live on a construction site, and we've got a couple other sites in town here. So I could probably get him on a site with free pad, free hydro, free water. You know, that kind of thing. So
you live in your RV completely, or?
Yeah. I have a 1975 25-foot Class A Empress. So I'm 85% off grid. I'm hooked up to the hydro, and I pack my water and stuff like that. So, and the powers that be believe that I'm on the side of a mountain about 4.5 miles from here.
Have you generator in there? Or?
No, I'm hooked up to power and stuff. I have a backup generator if I need one. But and I'm a survivalist too. I have other little things that I have, like little heaters and lights that I make out of terracotta pots and things like that.
But you could do some solar panels on the roof. So.
Yeah, well, I was just purchasing another smaller one, and it kind of didn't go through like I wanted. I tried helping out another person, and it didn't. Yeah, it had a $2,500 solar panel system. I looked at it, and I really like it. So I've got a few years taxes I'm going to do here pretty quick, and that's going to show some solar panels up on the roof. No, I'm good.
Yeah, that makes you independent. So you know.
Sorry, say it again.
That makes you independent. That makes you autark. So
yeah, definitely.
That's great stuff.
Most certainly. My freezer went down last year, and it was like full of meat and things like that. And it was I realized how vulnerable my prepping was at that time, right? So I had to change a few things, and that was one thing, right? You know, if your freezer goes down, that's not a good thing. So I went to more dried food, canned foods, things like that.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm trying to get a few people in town, a few of us freedom fighters together to get a freeze dryer. You know, but they're like $2,500, right?
Yeah.
So for good ones, but you can do a lot with them, right? So. And I'm bush savvy and stuff like that. I grew up. My dad was really good at the hunter kind of thing, northern British Columbia, and I learned how to make smokers out of clay and things like that, right? So smoked meat and fish and that keeps a long time as well. So if I have to bug out and go into the bush, at least you've got some things I can rely on. Right? But
yeah, Robert.
You're in Germany, and you're going to have a bit of a cold winter, right? So if you grab some candles like the tea lights and stuff, and you grab some terracotta pots, your flower pots, right, with the trays, and you can put the tea lights in the terracotta upside down, and then you get about a foot of dryer hose vent just to make a little J shape on top of it. and you got a little bit of a hot air blow-in system that'll like heat up your bathroom kind of thing, right? So if you have a couple of those in your kitchen or whatever, you can still stay moderately warm at a very low cost, right?
Yeah.
So because I'm really concerned about you guys over there in Europe, right? You're looking for a cold, it's going to be a cold winter. It's there's some other heat sources you can use, eh?
The good
So,
thing is that we don't have gas in the house here. We have oil, and the tank is full, so
right?
we have enough oil for the next 2 years almost. But the thing is, the worst part would be a blackout, a power blackout,
Yeah.
because then the heater won't work anyway.
So are you in a windy area at all?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of wind here. Yeah.
Okay, so with a bicycle tire, you can and some bleach bottle, you cut out some fins, put it on your bicycle tire with an alternator, a generator, and a battery. You got a 12-volt system.
Yeah, I have a generator here,
Okay.
a small one.
So if you can pick up an old bike for $10 that has an old back tire, you got the little gears and that you can work. You can actually generate and probably charge up a battery that'll give you a little bit of lights, a little bit of radio or something. If you got a 12-volt right system, then it can help you get through some of those tough times.
Yeah, this winter will be really interesting. And
that same bicycle wheel, if you have a stream or something, you could put it in the water and turn it into a water wheel. One drop of water falling 50 feet every second will power Alaskan sawmill once it gets going, eh? So you don't need a lot to generate, you just need steady generation.
Yeah.
Build a bike that'll just pedal itself.
Yeah, well, you can do that too, right? Some people have bikes in their houses they never use for exercise, and you can hook that up to a battery system and get some exercise and power your house for the night for a little while, right?
Right.
My dog's out of here. Well,
was eating too fast.
no, I smoke in my house, and I think I gave her COPD. I'm freaking guilty and a bad parent. There was a time where she'd come and just whine at me if I smoked a doobie, and I never ever blew a toke in my dog's face, right? But I'd blowing it over her head, and then she'd stick her nose into it and then take off for a while. It's like, okay, guess you wanted it. She got a little bit of arthritis in her hip, and I guess it was helping for a while. But now she's on CBD oils.
Yeah, that hurts if you know.
Yeah, well, she's
And you
106 dog years, right? So,
Yeah,
and she's
but
kind of
it
a
still
large
hurts
breed.
to see them suffering. That's very hurting.
She's got dwarf legs. She's short in the legs, but she's long in the body. So she's got the golden retriever length. She got the attitude of the Chow Sharpei, and she's got Yukon Timberwolf in her too. Like in the bush, she's just freaking amazing, right? And that's where she gets her protection and stuff from, like guarding the pack.
Yeah.
So but yeah, she's got funny jowls. Just a funny mouth on her.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, that's still my picture when I mute, eh? That's my,
Yeah.
That's our block captain's flag in front of his truck in Ottawa. I was parked right in front of that truck the whole time.
You know, one thing you don't have and you need is a rubber chicken.
Oh, man, I know.
Okay. Even
Yeah,
the one
Rob-
we had was looking back at Urza one day. She ate it. I took the Hong Kong of it.
I miss my JT, man. But my phone's gonna die. It's at 5%. So
You got the wire? Is it an Android wire?
no,
I think so.
it's iPhone.
I got a block right here.
Oh, I'll probably kill it for the night anyway. I'm getting fucking tired.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
I did have a long day today and a good stream.
Yeah.
It was good today. Yui, if you didn't get a chance to tune in, I got a nice, what was it? Just about a 2-hour stream that I did today at the rally. Amazing speeches, amazing singers. It was a wonderful, wonderful thing. and I met Tyson Hockley and all that today, and me and
Oh,
Rob.
cool.
Yeah, and that was where I showed everybody that I met up with Timber, and yeah,
And look at
it
the
was a
panel.
great day.
Right on the panel, you got 3 different countries right now. How many in the chat? Like, it's life's good with all the bullshit. It's still good.
Exactly.
It's a great day for a great day.
Yeah, I saw part of that today. I saw
Daisy,
some
love
of
you.
it.
What you up today? Up to?
Oh, Michael was saying something. What were you saying, Michael?
No, I said I saw some of that today
Yeah,
down at the rally.
Cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
sweet, man.
I didn't get a chance to see the whole stream because I had stuff to do, but I saw bits and pieces of it off and on.
Cool. It's on the channel. You can always go back.
Exactly.
Same-
It's there, man.
Same
It's
with
there.
Nick BC. Yeah.
I'll
Mhm.
check every day to make. I'm gonna start checking every day to make sure my videos are still up the day after, just to make sure I'm not getting banned or nothing. Because yeah, we got to start. We got to start working together as a team on the streaming era. I'm gonna start reaching out to other streamers and make sure that everyone is not being censored still and shadow banned. If they are, maybe we can make a plan and work together and overcome that shit. But yeah,
Got to double up on a Rumble or a BitChute as well as YouTube.
I might go to Rumble if I lose my channel.
Yeah,
I've got
there's
problems with
good
Rumble.
there's good other platforms, but the thing is that the people are too lazy because they don't wanna have a change. You know, that's the worst part of it. They all wanna stick at YouTube, but they don't realize how freaking sick it is.
Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, some things never change. Love it. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Sorry for letting my phone die. Yeah, some things never change. Have a good night, everybody. Peace, love, and freedom. And stay tuned to whatever tomorrow may bring. Cheers.